As I sit now in the drizzling rain, I'm reminded of a quote that goes something like this: "Let your kindness be like rain, falling on those who are deserving, but equally onto those who are not." And kindness is typically explored like this in terms of how we treat others. But I would like to focus on the importance of being kind to yourself. So let's explore kindness, and I'll also share 3 short, powerful affirmations to put this kindness to yourself in practice. So kindness. Kindness to yourself is the foundation of everything. How you speak to yourself, think about yourself, and what you believe about yourself becomes the house in which you live in. These thoughts, beliefs, and feelings about ourselves determine our experience. And then that expands to how we feel about those who are perceived as other and the world around us. That dictates our day-to-day experience, but it starts with you. So I'd like to invite you to take a moment to sit silently and simply think about the messages that you give to yourself. What do you believe to be true about yourself? How do you speak to yourself? With encouragement, uplifting words, with hope, or with sharp criticism, disdain, disappointment? The way that we treat ourselves then becomes reflected, oftentimes unconsciously, on those who are around us. This is mirroring. And it often happens that those who are the most critical tend to be the most sensitive to criticism. And I believe this is because often we are the ones who are the most critical of ourselves. So this is an invitation now to give yourself grace. Give yourself a break. Speak uplifting words of love and light into yourself. Feed yourself with all of the praise and positivity that maybe you often look for in others. Use this as a moment to be your own biggest cheerleader. This kindness to yourself creates a new home, a new foundation of experience for you to move into the world already solid, not needing anything from anyone else because your belief, your love, your faith in yourself is unshakable. Know that you are beautiful. You are a unique and very special reflection of the divine infinite. You deserve to be celebrated. And as you treat yourself with kindness through words, naturally actions follow. You surround your body temple with positive healing energies, whether in the form of people or places. You feed yourself nourishing, high vibrational foods. This is a kindness to yourself. It's a way of showing love to yourself. This is the foundation of our experience that then gets mirrored onto every being that we encounter. This kindness then reflects into all of our experiences. And we recognize that it's not up to the others to fulfill our projections of everything that we want to happen. This often leads to disappointment when our projections are not being fulfilled in the way that we want. With kindness, we recognize that everyone has their unique journey, and our expectations are simply ideas. They are thoughts. And as we fill ourselves with kindness, we trust ourselves to be able to have the experience that we want to have. We're less dependent on other people to fulfill our projections. We do what we can with what we have. And the ultimate form of kindness is unshakable belief in oneself. To recognize that you are already complete and whole, beautiful and wonderful as you are. There's nothing else that's needed. So I'd like to share 3 affirmations to experience this kindness to yourself. The first is, I forgive myself. I forgive myself. And for me, this is a kindness to ourselves to forgive what we did not know in the past. The great Maya Angelou once said, when you know better, you do better. So we forgive ourselves for what we did not know before. We forgive the decisions that we made when we were unable at that time to make better decisions. We recognize that those decisions were the mud that allowed our lotus being to bloom. And so now that we know better, we will do better. Which leads to the second affirmation. I trust myself. I trust myself. This is an affirmation for the present and the future. It's to recognize that from moment to moment, we trust ourselves to make the best decision possible with the information that we have. I trust myself. It's a belief in ourself. It's recognizing that even if we fall short, we can revert back to the first affirmation, I forgive myself, and renew our own trust to be able to continue to move forward. And the third affirmation for me is timeless. It bridges the past, present, and future, and heals all 3. And that is, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. When we embody these words, we recognize that all is well. Through our forgiveness, our trust, and our love for ourselves, all is possible. And so with these 3 affirmations, I invite you to repeat them to yourself out loud or silently throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. Continue to remind yourself with this kindness of how special you are. And as we embody these simple 3 affirmations, we create the foundation where naturally this kindness to ourselves overflows. And we recognize the beauty and also the works in progress around us. We have compassion and loving kindness to all. And in this way, we do not discriminate who we are kind to. We spread our kindness equally, knowing that often those who do not seem to be deserving of it are in the most need of it. And so in this way, our energy becomes transformational, becomes healing. And that starts with the kindness that you show to yourself. So I hope that this exploration and these practices fortify you, remind you of how wonderful you are, and encourage you to celebrate yourself and all that you are. Thank you for being a beneficial presence on the planet. I thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.